Hello everyone! Today I wanted to show you how it is that I color my Crafter's Companion metallic paper with Archival Ink. And I will be using this flower die from Elizabeth Craft Designs. You can use any flower die that you have or any other die that you would like to try this technique with. I just suggest that you use some type of metallic paper that you have, and you shouldn't have any issues with it. Let's get started. Okay, I went ahead and took all my flower dies out of the paper backing that it came with. I will be using my Gemini Mini to make the die cuts for this. So I will be placing my flower dies on this sheet of paper and cutting them to a size that will fit this right here. So I think this 3 will be enough here. Okay, I've made as many cuts as I wanted. I also wanted to show you that I do try to save as much as possible. I know there's nothing I can get from this, but out of the larger pieces, I was able to place this little die here and look for parts that fitted the small flower and then pass it through the die cutting machine again. And I was able to get a little bit more out of the paper by doing that and getting some of the smaller die cut flowers. Also, when you're die cutting, I made a mistake by not taping this. So when I put it through the machine, because the folder that I have is old, so my flower shifted to this part right here. It doesn't affect the die in the sense that it does keep cutting, but from now on I will get this shape right here on the flower. I mean, it's still good. It's just a tip if you don't want that happening to your dies. Okay, let's have some fun and start coloring now. So let me put this aside. Move my machine out of the way. And this is something quite simple and easy to do if you are short on time and you don't want to spend too much time coloring. You can use whichever color of archival ink you have. I want to show you how a darker color will look. So I will try it on the little one with blue. For the leaves, I will be using fern green and English ivy. I don't know if you can tell, but you cannot really see that yellow that much. This is how the paper look without any archival ink, and this is how it looks with archival ink on. And as you can see, the ink does not come off. I'm gonna try to do it here. I don't have any ink in there, and it doesn't come off. And I love the shine that you get with this paper. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit more of color here, I will go with the Rose Madder color and just add a little bit of color in there to give it a little bit of a different shade. And you can see how it blends so beautiful. Okay, to make a card, I will be using a card base. It's from the Paper Studio, and I got it on sale at Hobby Lobby's. I also will be using this die set from Elizabeth Craft Designs, and it's called the Stitch Indented Rectangles. Again, you can use whatever you have from your stash, and I will be using the same cardstock that I cut the flowers with, and I will be adding some archival ink around it to make it blend a little bit more. Let me move this out of the way. Let me see how I want how tall I want my flower. Okay, I think I will use this one instead. Yep. I'm not too worried about the glue coming out of there because I will be using the flower to cover it up. Now to give the flowers a little bit of shape, I'm using the end of a pokey tool and just going around each of the petals. And if you want to add a little bit of a different shape to some of them, you can just do that. Now I do want to add some frills to the middle of the flower. Let me look for them and I'll be right back. Okay, I found them. Now you can also add glitter if you want. Okay, I'm adding some glue to that part right here only because I do want my petals to be a little bit dimensional. I don't want them glued down completely. Okay, and there you go. A very easy and simple card to make. For the sentiment, I will be using some of my already pre-stamped die cuts that I make whenever I have any white cardstock left over. And it's easier and faster to use. Get your card done. The one thing that I do enjoy about the Paper Studio card bases is that it does come with the envelope already, so I don't have to worry about making one, and it is big enough to fit this card that has a little bit of dimension. If you are planning to send this through the mail, I would recommend that you add some kind of protection to the top part so that it doesn't damage the flowers. I think the only thing that it will do is make them flat like this one, and the recipient can always just lift them up a little bit, or make the flowers lay flat, or add a little bit of double-sided foam at the bottom part so that it doesn't come all the way down. I do hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that you give this a try if you have any pearl looking paper and some archival inks and any flower dies. Again, you can use this with any other dies that you have that you would like to add a different color to without the need to go and buy more paper. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.